Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Movie Brothers podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Parker Quinn. With me, as always, is Brandon Brown. Brando, how you doing, buddy?
I'm great. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm great, man. So anyway, guys, this is the Movie Brothers podcast where we talk about movies, TV shows, comics, just anything in pop culture in general. Today, we are going to be talking about the TV shows that came out from Marvel and DC this year. We have a total of 6 shows. We're not going to include Creature Commandos because while the season ended in the new year in early January, it did begin last year in December. Also, Brandon, I don't even know if you saw Creature Commandos.
I did. I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought, yeah, it was a great show. So anyway, that's kind of the main reason why we won't be including Creature Commandos from the DC universe. But yeah, so anyway, Brandon, we have 6 shows right here in front of us. 5 of them are DC or are Marvel. One of them is DC. The one DC show being the second season of Peacemaker. We would have had a second if we were going to include Creature Commandos, but we're not going to do that. But as for the other shows, we had Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Daredevil Born Again, Ironheart, Eyes of Wakanda, and Marvel Zombies. So, Brandon, before we begin, what is your overall thought on the quality of the superhero TV shows that we had this year?
Besides Creature Commandos and DC, and yeah, to be honest, anything DC, everything else was not that well, man. Not that well. Not not that well.
Yeah, this has not been a strong year. We've had some good ones, which obviously we're going to talk about. And again, we really like Creature Commandos, but overall, I mean, I think this was a pretty disappointing year for the TV shows. So, Brandon, do you want to go first for the ranking or do you want me?
I could start.
Okay, go for it.
So
What is your
for
number 6?
number six spot has to be Ironheart.
Okay.
Just it they did her well in Wakanda Forever, Riri Williams,
Hmm.
but there's some things in the show that were questionable that literally just made me like skip through it, like rush through it, like literally like, okay, cool, let's go 30 seconds like forward. Still not interesting. Another 30 seconds forward, still not interesting. Like this is the one show that literally made me skip multiple minutes of the show because I'm just like I'm not invested until spoiler warning, these guys didn't watch the show. After many years of people, what you call it, speculating when this character was going to show up. Mephisto shows up in the show.
Yep.
Out of everything they put out already, they could have introduced him in any of the Doctor Strange movies, could have introduced him into the Wanda series. But no, they decided to do him in Ironheart. I was like,
Weird choice.
it
Weird
was
choice.
weird.
Yeah.
I understand you want to make like what you call it, people understand like, oh, this is the guy in the MCU that's literally like make a deal with the devil. That's just this guy.
Yeah.
But you could have did it
He
in
is the
another
devil,
movie.
basically, in the MCU.
They could have did it in any other movie, but you guys decided to choose it in Ironheart, which is a weird choice because also did not do that well. Did not.
Hmm.
So those are my thoughts on Ironheart and why it's my number six.
All right. Well, we're not going to talk too in depth with Ironheart until I bring it up in my ranking.
Yeah, okay, well,
So my number 6 is going to be controversial, and the reason is because I never finished it. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
okay, that I understand.
I watched the first 2 episodes, and while I actually didn't hate them, I thought they were good. It wasn't enough for me to come back and watch the rest.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say too much about it because I only saw the first 2 episodes. From what I saw, the animation was great, voice acting was great, the storytelling wasn't there for me. So Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is at the bottom of my list right now. So that's all I'm going to say because I haven't
Mm.
obviously finished it, and all honesty, I don't think I will.
No,
Honestly,
that's fair.
yeah. So what's your number 5?
Number five has to be Eyes Wakanda.
Okay.
I just like Ironheart, wasn't too invested, just skimmed through it. I love Black Panther. I love the Wakanda mythos, but this just wasn't it for me.
Hmm. Yep. I
So what's
agree.
your number five?
So my number 5 is Ironheart.
Okay, well,
So yeah, this was not good at all.
okay.
I will dare I say at all. I think the main argument I would say that worked against Ironheart, it also didn't work for Echo either. We're following a main character, Echo, Ironheart. Neither one of them are likable.
Yeah.
Why should I care about this character if I don't even like this character? That was the whole thing with Echo. That was my biggest complaint with Echo. And that's my biggest complaint with Ironheart. Sacha Baron Cohen played Mephisto in the finale, and he was fantastic in the role. But I'm with you. This was not the right project to introduce Mephisto. Um, they had a ballsy ending though, that she actually made the deal with the devil.
Yeah.
That was ballsy even for Marvel. But even then, like the ending didn't save the show for me. I know a lot of movies and TV shows where it's like this isn't good, and then the ending happens, and you're like, okay, that ending made it better. I just hit my mic, sorry. Um, this is not the case for Ironheart. It was just it was ballsy. I like that Marvel took the risk. The risk didn't pay off.
Like it's just like the villain, like uh
I know.
the TV show gave me a headache.
By the way, the actor who plays the villain, I can't remember his name.
He's from
In the Heights.
Transfor- yeah, he's from Transformers.
That's right, Rise of the Beast. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's a
I've
great
seen him
actor,
in a
but it's like,
lot of great movies and TV shows, and he was great in this. Unfortunately, the show, the writing itself, did not work.
mm,
Like, what was this? The cape, the
yeah,
cloak, whatever his character.
Cape,
See, I don't
Cloak.
even remember his character's name.
Like,
But like, I don't know. It was weird. It was really weird.
like
Um,
nobody was memorable from the show. I'm sorry.
no, exactly. And you know what? Even what I don't like about what Marvel has done since the end of the Infinity Saga is that they're going with the derivative characters. We have female Hulk, She-Hulk. We have female Thor, Jane Foster. We have female Hawkeye. We have female Iron Man. It's like you're Marvel. I get that these characters exist in the universe, but you have so much more material to work with.
Exactly.
Why are we getting the female versions or the I don't know, like the black versions of these characters? And while I like Sam Wilson, it is kind of like
Instead of like doing like
why
other, like, instead of going for different versions of characters, go with like the actual new characters. Like instead of doing whatchamacallit, like female Thor, do a movie about Valkyrie.
yes.
Instead of doing things like like female Ironheart, do Rescue.
Yeah, Pepper.
Like
Yeah,
instead of like trying to be like, oh, like the the black version of this character, just finally make a goddamn Blade movie.
that's what
Is
I've been
that
saying
hard
for
to
you.
ask? Is
Yeah,
that hard to
exactly.
ask?
Like for me, like I'm not like I love these characters, but it just does not feel it feels so derivative. It doesn't feel natural. And on top of that, too, like I said, Riri Williams, the character of Ironheart, I don't even think she's likable. You
Nope.
said like on in my personal opinion, I know you liked her in Wakanda Forever. I didn't like her in Wakanda Forever. To be
Yeah.
honest, I mean, like like for example, when they introduced Black Panther in Civil War and Spider-Man in Civil War, it was like I love both of these characters. I can't wait for their solo films. When Echo was introduced in Hawkeye, I was like, she's getting her own show.
I was like,
Ironheart and Wakanda Forever. I just went, she's getting her own show.
like you guys, they have so many A-list characters to actually do, and they decide not to do it, which is just it's
They
stupid to
literally
me.
have the rights to the X-Men now.
Make a movie about Jean Grey, make a movie about Nightcrawler, make a movie about
You got Channing
Quasar.
Tatum as Gambit. Make a Gambit movie or something. Like you have the X-Men. You have, dare I say, you have Howard the fucking Duck.
And they
I
still don't
will
want to do
take an MCU Howard the Duck movie. I will watch that.
exactly.
Like, and while the Punisher is getting his spin-off or the special, like kind of like Werewolf by Night, why not make it a movie?
Exactly. Like for instance, like, about like one of the reason like female version of characters in movies. Like for Spider-Man Brand Day, Sadie Sink, she might be playing the female Punisher. And that, I have no problem with that. You're not making a spin-off about her when no one knows who that character is. You're just using her, what you call it, to fill in a role in a major character's movie.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that until the whole entire audience or fan base goes, we want more of this character, of this side character. Make this side character more popular. Then okay.
See, I mean, we talked about Thunderbolts beforehand. Bucky. What they did was they made a team. They didn't make Bucky the focus. It wasn't a Bucky Barnes Winter Soldier movie. It was Thunderbolts, and they put Bucky in as the main character to be the leader of the Thunderbolts, or unless Yelena's the leader. I don't know. They're co-leaders, let's say that. But like that's what they should have done with, say, Captain America Brave New World. Instead of a Captain America solo film with Sam Wilson, Sam Wilson's not a main character. He would be a main character if you made it like an ensemble like Thunderbolts was. Same goes for Ironheart. Same goes
Yeah,
for Echo. These characters work best either being surrounded by other characters or as a side character.
exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Ironheart is my number 5, and that was your number 6. So Brandon, you're number 4.
My number four, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Okay.
I did finish it.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. Could they have done better? Yes. But the reason why I liked it is because I'm a sucker for the Spider-Man cartoon TV shows.
Yeah,
Watched them all,
of
enjoyed them
course.
all,
I did too.
especially the MTV like animated
Oh
series of
God, when
Spider-Man.
Neil Patrick Harris is Spider-Man in that one.
Yes.
I forgot about that one. Yeah, I watched that too.
See that those Spider-Man. See like so this I didn't mind.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mind it. They could have done a lot better. Don't want to spoil it for you because I don't think what you call it, you're probably gonna choose one day where you're drunk or something and watch finish it.
Maybe I will one day. I don't have like the plan to watch it or anything like
Like
that.
it's not something to die for. It's not. It's
Yeah.
just like something for kids to enjoy, to be honest. Like the
Yeah.
last animated Spider-Man TV show that was on Disney XD.
Yeah, by the way, I think let's agree on this. The Spectacular Spider-Man was the best one.
Yes.
Yeah, Spectacular Spider-Man was. I was a little kid when I watched that, and even when it went on Disney Plus, as for nostalgic reasons, I watched it and I just went, "Nah, man, this is still really good."
See, I still like that one, but then I also like the one that was after it.
Ultimate Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that came out when I was
Where like he had his own like
I
team of
would
Avengers and stuff.
yeah, like I was a kid when that one came out too, and it wasn't like Spectacular Spider-Man. It was I would have to watch this every week when a new episode drops. The Ultimate Spider-Man was, oh, that's on TV. Cool, I'll throw that on. Like, and again, that was when I was a kid too. So yeah, um, yeah, I can't really talk about Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man that much, though. I know it was great to see Charlie Cox voice Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like to do an animated Daredevil, that's pretty cool for me. So yeah, my number 4 is Eyes of Wakanda.
Okay.
I think it didn't work for me.
Yeah, it didn't work for me either.
It was like I love the history of Wakanda. I love the first Black Panther movie. Wakanda Forever was okay. Didn't hate it. I just think they didn't do a good job telling these stories. These are and
Yeah, they didn't.
it's an animated anthology series, which means you can watch any episode without watching the previous, and we're following a different character at a different time in Wakanda's history. None of them worked for me.
Like I understand they want to do an anthology series. What they should have done was just like a series about the first Black Panther.
Or honestly, show about the Dora Milaje.
And this is what it was. I'm pretty sure
Just
this
do
is what
that.
it was. It was like the Dora Milaje like throughout the times. Literally like
But what I mean
past
is like let's follow Okoye,
yeah,
Denai Guerrera's character. Like just do it live action animated. I don't care. Just do like present day Dora Milaje, and through that show we learn more about Wakanda's past.
exactly.
That's what I would have done.
But no, they failed hard in that. Literally, yeah, I don't think anthology series works well with superheroes, to be honest. Unless you're doing
Yeah, for the
something,
most
unless you're
part. I
doing
mean, what if didn't work?
exactly, unless you're doing something like what you call it, the Black Knight.
Hmm.
Like you're talking about the Black Knight. You could talk about like what you call it, it's called the previous, all the previous Black Knights. Literally, how some of them were villains, some of them were heroes, and how that's gonna affect the main guy, the new guy. This that they're my bad, the new guy that they're trying to make right now.
Mhm.
The guy from what's the show? Game of Thrones.
Yep, Kit
What's
Harington.
his name? Yeah, Kay
Kit
Harington.
Harington.
Like,
Yeah.
literally talk about all the past Black Knights that's going to affect what you call it, whatever Kit Harington's character does next. Because I know literally in the comics, I think he connects with them like some avatar state or something. But he tries to learn for them.
I don't know. I
Don't
don't know
don't
Black
quote me
Knight
on
that
that
well. Yeah.
exactly. Don't quote me on that. But like, I feel like that would have been a better character to do an anthology series than Ice Wakanda.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the only praise point I can actually give it, first of all, the animation is very beautiful. Like it looks like those I don't know what the proper term is, like the cave drawings that you would see in like, back in like the Ice Age or something like that. Like that's what the animation looks like, and that's really cool.
Yeah,
The good news is the show's only 4 episodes.
it was so painful to watch.
Yeah, you know what? I remember the reason I watched Eyes of Wakanda is because like I got up in the morning, I literally had no plans during the day, except for, in the afternoon, nighttime. And so I was like, how long is each episode? Half hour each? So 2 hours? Sure, I'll see what it's like. After I watching the first episode, it became I had that on in the background while I was doing something on my laptop.
Yeah,
That's what Eyes of Wakanda was for me. So yeah, I have it at number 4. You had it at number 5?
yes, at number five.
Okay. So what did you say your number 4 already?
Number four was Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Right. Okay. So what's your number 3?
Number three would be Marvel Zombies.
Okay, I'm gonna just jump in right now. Marvel Zombies is my number 3 as well.
Okay,
So let's
boom.
just jump right into it. What are your thoughts?
I liked it.
I
I
didn't.
liked it.
I
See,
didn't.
like for me, which is like I didn't like it as much, but I liked it enough to like to be my number three. Just like I love a good zombie show, good zombie movies. But then literally it was all yeah, it was all Marvel characters this time, most of the Marvel characters this time. So I was like, okay, cool, let's watch it, whatever. And then what was it? The ending.
The ending was
Oh, the
stupid.
ending.
That ending was stupid. That
Oh,
that I
the
was actually going
ending.
to bring that up at one point. The ending
Oh,
to Marvel Zombies is one of the dumbest endings I've ever seen Marvel do, or maybe just in general, not just Marvel. The fact that it was like they kind of lied to you and saying, "Yeah, everything's fine, everything's good," and then
no,
last
so come
second,
on. But basically, she threw away everything, risked everything just for that shit, just to find out, oh, your best friend's alive.
and then they're not. Like it's just,
No, like when like Riri was still alive at the end of that, because literally like she's getting flashes of reality, and then Riri was just in the center of the city, going like, "You need to wake up, bitch."
yeah.
Yeah,
I think here's the weird part. This is number 3 for me, and I didn't even like it.
I'm
That
not saying
tells you
all the
the
TV
quality
shows.
of the TV shows we've had this year, honestly. Um, yeah, for me, I mean, like the animation was beautiful. It's the same animation as What If. The voice acting was great. Even like when they killed off a character, like when they killed off Yelena, I love the
I was
Yelena.
crying.
Here's the
I
thing,
was crying.
I love the Yelena character in the movies. And granted, this is a different universe. This isn't the MCU.
And this is even that episode of Marvel What If.
Yeah, exactly.
There's literally something
The
else
I
other than
guess the
that.
execution of the deaths did not do it for me because when Yelena died, I honestly did not care, and I should care. Like I just don't think the execution was there. The reason I do put this above the other shows, first of all, I put this above Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man because I actually watched the whole thing. There's a like all honesty, the first 2 episodes of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man I liked more than any episode of Marvel Zombies.
Yeah.
So I'll put it that way.
See,
Um,
the action in this show was all right. Like that one scene where Blade was fighting Ghost.
I was about to bring that up. The fact that we have the Blade, Moon Knight, um, character, that was brilliant. And the fact that and I'm disappointed because that is our introduction to Blade in the MCU.
So I'm like, did it have to be animated? No, but at
I
least
mean,
we
I
got
guess take what
something.
you can get, I guess.
Yeah, at least
But
we
it's
got
kind of like you
something.
guys have Mahershala Ali or had At this point, I highly doubt Mahershala Ali is going to stay on with Marvel to do Blade.
No, how long have we been waiting for this?
They announced this movie like 5 years ago, and they still haven't even done anything with it. They've tried. They've written like 7 or 8 scripts. None of them have worked. They've gone through 3 or 4 directors. They all left. I don't even think they have a director right now. So honest,
No, they do not.
I think quick side note, I think Mahershala Ali's done. I
No,
think
he's
because here's a two-time
he
Academy
better.
Award-winning actor who has said that he has said no to projects he wanted to do because he's so committed to um Blade.
I was saying that he should honestly sue, man, because like they promised, like, hey, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. He lost
Like,
money, he lost millions
yeah.
because they don't know what they're doing.
I mean,
So it's best if he just leaves this for his to better himself because literally Marvel is just probably gonna run it to the ground, which is sad for me because Blade's my number one hero.
I know, I know, and like I love Blade, I love the character and everything, but like I'm even trying to think, was Green Book the last movie what Mahershala Ali actually did? Like
I think
I honestly I think because like I said, he has said no to so many projects because of Marvel when Marvel's not doing anything. I don't remember the last time I saw Mahershala Ali in anything.
there was this movie called Leave the World Behind.
Oh yeah, that was like a Netflix film or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was that. I haven't seen it. With it being a Netflix film and the fact that Netflix, when they make their movies, they don't care about the quality of their movies at all. I'm sure he was only there for like 5 days or something.
Like, man, that's so sad.
Yeah,
Because he's such a great actor.
yeah, he's fantastic. I mean, again, two-time Academy Award winner. Back
Like
to,
what I
I'm
heard,
pretty sure back to back too, like 2 years in a row, I think. Anyway, um,
yeah.
Marvel Zombies. This did not work for me. I think we talked about this before it even came out. The zombie genre has just overstayed its welcome.
Yeah.
And I was excited for this because I thought, superpowered zombies and like stuff like that, that's going to be cool to see. That's going to be interesting to see. It just felt like this. It felt like the same thing. It felt like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not in a good
It
way.
was just it was terrible. Also, on a side note, that wasn't the last movie Marshall Ali was in. It was also what you call it, Spider-Verse.
Oh, yeah. But that, again, that
Daredevil.
was an animated film, and he probably recorded his lines like 4 or 5 years before that movie came out
Yeah.
because it's taken them so long to animate for that movie, right? All right. So, yeah, Marvel Zombies is number 3. And we're both in agreement with that one.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's your number 2?
Number two, even though I haven't seen this yet, Peacemaker.
You haven't watched Peacemaker yet?
I watched season one. I haven't seen season two yet.
Okay. Well, Peacemaker is my number 2. So, yeah, we can
Okay.
definitely talk about this. I have seen season 2. So, you're obviously going off of season 1.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk more about season two
Okay.
because I want to be able to put no input
That's
into
fine.
it.
I mean, like, this was a great season of television. Do I think it's better than season 1? No. But I do really like what they did with this season. I like that because season 1 takes place in the DCEU, which obviously does not exist anymore and is now part of the DCU that James Gunn has. In the very first episode, they retcon the entire thing. At the end of season 1, we saw Jason Momoa's Aquaman and Ezra Miller's Flash. In the very first scene of this, they do a recap of season 1, but they replace those characters with Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl. So they completely retconned it, basically saying, no, it was never set in the DCEU. That was a mistake. It's actually set in the DCU,
As they should.
as they should. Um, yeah, I mean, like I don't want to talk too much spoilers since you haven't even seen it. But
I
yeah,
know some stuff here and there.
okay. Um, they did a lot of plot twists that were handled very well. Of course, this season was about the multiverse, and at this point, I'm kind of sick and tired of the multiverse. At one point, I really hope
Man,
even after like even non-superhero stuff like Everything Everywhere All at Once, I'm just so done with the multiverse. When Secret Wars comes out, I hope we don't even hear the word multiverse for at least 10 years or something like that.
yeah, I don't need to hear about that, man. Like it's
No.
annoying.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, what they did do the execution of the multiverse well. They did a great job with that. Um, I don't know. Can I tell you the universe that they kind of jumped into?
Nazis.
Okay, so you do know. Yeah,
I do
so
know. Yeah.
it's Earth X. It's Earth X. They lived in a world where the Nazis won World War II.
See, I remember because I saw the scene where literally the girl was like
Hmm.
in the middle of the street, and all of a sudden they're like, "Is that a black? How we get out?" I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
remember that. Yeah.
"Oh." I
So
was
like
like,
they did a lot
"Oh."
of great plot twists, stuff that I didn't see coming. James Gunn did a great job writing the show. The soundtrack is like I grew up with glam metal rock like Aerosmith and Bon Jovi and stuff like that. That's the music that this show has, even back in season one. And so the soundtrack is phenomenal. And I will say this, even the finale, there was a scene in the finale. It was a flashback with Peacemaker and Harcourt, and they went out one day and they went on a boat. And on the boat, there was a band called Nelson, and they were like a glam metal rock band. And they made a cameo in the show and they performed a song. I'll be honest, I've never even heard of Nelson. That song they performed in the episode, I've been listening to it on repeat since the finale, and that was like about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Mm.
So I've been hearing that song over and over again. Um, Disappointments. The reason why it's not number one. First of all, it's number two because it's way better than any of the other shows that we already mentioned. Because it's a huge jump. My number three is Marvel Zombies, and I didn't even like it. Number two is Peacemaker, and I really liked it. So it's a huge jump for me. The finale did not work though.
Okay, I'll what you call it? I haven't seen the finale of that
Mhm.
yet.
So I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but I will say this. It was 8 episodes. Episode seven felt like the finale, and episode eight felt like a 1 hour post credit scene.
Uh,
It was weird. It didn't work for me. Um, and one thing that pisses me off the most about the finale, the show ends on a cliffhanger. I won't say what it is. James Gunn says that's the end of the show.
uh,
He
so
says
you won't see him.
he said he has no plans for season three. So in other words, Peacemaker's done. It ended after 2 seasons, despite it ending on a cliffhanger. This is the biggest thing I hate the most about cinematic universes. I love DC and I love Marvel. The one thing I hate the most, you have to do your homework before watching another movie. What I mean by that is just picture this. Iron Man 3 ends on a cliffhanger. You have to watch Guardians of the Galaxy to answer that cliffhanger. No. If you're going to end Iron Man 3 on a cliffhanger, make Iron Man 4. Because you're
Yeah,
going to have people in the audience that are not diehard Marvel fans, diehard DC fans.
exactly.
So,
Don't be doing like my bad for cutting you off, but
no,
just
you're good.
yeah, for like future directors or whatever, or industry is trying to like literally grab your little hands in some projects. Just don't have a cliffhanger leading to another project that has
No,
nothing to do with that character. Let it be for the next movie after that,
exactly.
or even if it's not,
You're going to
just a
have,
just a fun, my bad,
yeah,
just a fun like end credit scene like Superman.
yeah.
It's just Superman and Mr. Terrific just looking at this building. It's like you could have did a little bit better in this part, buddy.
Hmm.
Like it's crooked. Like that's all he had. That's you
Hmm.
don't need something like leading up to the next movie.
Because
You
here's the other
don't.
thing too. You're going to have the certain audience member that is not a Marvel fan or a DC fan, but they love this certain character or this certain franchise. So, in other words, like say you have a cousin who's not into it, but loves Peacemaker. Only going to watch the Peacemaker TV show. He's not going to watch Superman or Clayface or The Brave and the Bold. So, of course, his mindset is Peacemaker in it? I'll watch it. So in other words, you're kind of screwing over that audience by doing that. Answering a cliffhanger for like say again, I'm going to use Iron Man as an example. Iron Man 3 ends on a cliffhanger and they tell you you need to watch Guardians of the Galaxy. You're screwing over that fan because you're making them watch something they may not even care about in order to find out what happened to Iron Man.
Exactly.
So I just think that is the biggest thing I have hated the most about cinematic universes in general, whether if it's Marvel, DC, or even the Conjuring universe. Something ends on a cliffhanger, and you got to watch a different film, not the sequel to that film, but something different to have that cliffhanger answered. and you're screwing over your audience. You're pissing off your audience, even if they are the types of fans that we are, in the sense of I will watch anything that they will do. Marvel, DC, I will watch anything. But you got to make it consistent with its own franchise. You can't, sure, Iron Man can show up in a Captain America film, in a Guardians of the Galaxy film, but it's not his movie.
Exactly.
So that's what pissed me off the most. And for me, it's just like, just make season 3 and call it the final season. If you want to be done with Peacemaker, or just make a Peacemaker movie. Make a Peacemaker movie to say this movie is the finale to the show. Once this movie comes out, the show is over. Do that instead. So overall, Peacemaker season 2 was great. Great season of television. It was just 1 out of 8 episodes did not work for me. And unfortunately, that episode was the finale. So yeah. So I obviously talk more about it. You haven't even seen season 2, but I do want to hear your thoughts on just season 1 of Peacemaker.
Season 1, I loved it. Judah Master, that is my boy. Judah Master will always be my boy. So if you see a short man in a green suit trying to mess with his Cheetos, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Mm-hmm.
2 people you don't mess with. Old men in cartoons, because you don't know what, or like old men in general, like that's probably blind with a cane or anything, with a little hump on their back. Don't mess with them. They're a kung fu legend.
It's Stick
The
from
same thing
Daredevil.
with exactly. The same thing with an old like what you call it? Yeah, the same thing with a short man in a green costume. Could be blue, could be pink. Don't mess with him.
No, it's true.
Don't.
Yeah. And by the way, the in episode 7, John Cena does this performance that I actually believe was the best performance he's ever done in his career. Dare I say, possibly Emmy nominated
Okay.
in one specific moment. If you've seen the season 7 episode or episode 7, you know what scene I'm talking about for sure. It's one of those. But yeah, I highly recommend you do watch season 2, even the finale.
I will start watching it later tonight after work.
All right, sounds good. So my guess is you and I both have the same number 1.
Daredevil.
Daredevil Born Again. I'm going to let you go first since I just talked about Peacemaker.
Oh my God, it is so good.
Oh, man.
From episode 1 to the last episode. Oh my God.
Yeah.
From the way like how they ended Foggy, how him and Karen's relationship are strained now.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I was waiting for his lawyer girlfriend to find out that he's Daredevil. And then Kingpin literally becoming more of a menace and having more power is so goddamn scary.
Yeah.
And the fact that he just crushed the police chief's head in, I was like,
That was the moment in the finale, when the finale happened, and even in the show, just the whole first season. That's the one moment with the exception of what happens in the pilot episode
hmm.
with Foggy's death. That is probably the moment everyone's talking about right there.
I'm just waiting for Bullseye to actually get to the point of killing Vanessa because I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and if I was a Daredevil, I would have been like, he took my love from me. Let him take yours.
Yeah, honestly. For me, the Netflix Daredevil show is my favorite TV show of all time.
Mm.
And obviously, I was very disappointed when the show got canceled back in like 2019 or something like that. So, of course, when they made the announcement that they were bringing back Daredevil, I went, great. But is it still Charlie Cox if it's in D'Onofrio? Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yes, it is. And because obviously they made the announcement beforehand, but they never confirmed the actors or anything like that. So, in other words, Daredevil Born Again is season 4 of the Daredevil Netflix show. And I will say this, of the 4 seasons, I guess, of Daredevil, this is my least favorite season. But that doesn't mean it was a bad season. This was an amazing season of television.
I can see why. But
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I think for me, so for those that don't know, the original idea was we're bringing back Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, and that's it. We're rebooting. We're going to have a different Karen, different Foggy, whatever. So we're going to bring back the old actors, but it's going to be a reboot. And I think that was a terrible choice for them to do.
Yeah.
And clearly they didn't go run with it. So the reason why Karen and Foggy were only in 2 episodes, I dare say, of like the first episode and the last episode, is because That was the original idea. Episode 2 of this show was supposed to be the pilot episode, and they decided, you know, keeping Charlie, keeping Vincent, but it's gonna be different. Halfway through production, Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio themselves went up to Kevin Feige and Marvel and said, "This isn't working. We need this to be a fourth season." And I think it was like that night, Kevin Feige went home, watched the episodes that they had, and they said, "This isn't good enough. This does not match the quality we need." So it was because of Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio that we got Jon Bernthal back as the Punisher. It's
Oh,
because of them.
thank goddamn
Oh my
God.
God. And because of them, Deborah Ann Woll came back as Karen, and Ellen Henson came back as Foggy. And Bullseye, I can't remember the actor's name. I apologize. And Vanessa, too. That's why they came back. That's why the show became a season 4 and not a reboot. And I'm so happy that they did that because it's what I wanted. I didn't
It's
want to
like
reboot.
Mar
I wanted a fourth season of my favorite TV show of all time. And they executed it very well. Now, the good news is, so when they decided to change it up, they fired their writers and got new writers and a new director to come in. And what they did was they took all like the middle, I want to say 7 episodes, the middle 7 episodes, and stitched together things to make it fit properly. For example, Punisher shows up in episode 3 or 4. That was not the case in the original writers in the original episode itself. So they said, okay, we need to like stitch it together to make it feel like consistent. So they brought Jon Bernthal in, had that one scene with him, and that scene made a whole difference. And then they made a new pilot episode and a new finale. So going into season 2 of Daredevil Born Again, those writers are staying for the entire season.
well, thank God.
So my mindset is they can only go up from here. So I'm like, I don't want to give myself too high expectations, but I'm expecting season 2 to be better than season 1 because of that.
See, I couldn't wait for this one, but also I don't know how it's all gonna fit with Spider-Man Born Again.
Brand new day.
Yeah, Brandon Day.
Is that
Brandon
even
Day.
confirmed? Is Charlie? I think it's a rumor.
Look, I know Punisher, like
Punisher's in
Punisher,
Brand New Day. We know that. Yes.
then I'm trying to think of like Sadie Sink might be his sidekick. Might be, who knows?
I don't know. I think she's Mary Jane Watson because I
Possibly.
actually believe Zendaya was not playing MJ from that we know from the
No,
comics.
no, no. She's playing Michelle
Michelle
Jones, but
Jones or
like,
whatever. Yeah.
but at the same time, like literally, Peter, like at the end of like the last Spider movie, they did say like they were gonna find each other again, and then make her remember him.
Hmm.
But
He didn't do it.
like, who knows? Who knows? Who
I mean,
knows?
yeah, who knows? Something could have happened. But yeah. Anyway, I don't think I would love it if Charlie Cox showed up, but I would love to see, obviously the more Charlie Cox as Daredevil, the more happier I am.
Yeah,
But because it's my favorite superhero and it's my favorite TV show. But I just think Spider-Man Brand New Day is a street. Like it could happen. And I would love it if it did happen, but I just think it's a rumor. I don't think it's confirmed that Charlie Cox is coming back
I wish, but oh
for
well.
Spider-Man.
Because he's gonna need like, cause like, what was it? Yeah, at the end of the Born Again,
Mm-hmm.
literally you hear faint like sounds of the Spider-Man theme song.
Did you? Oh, I never noticed that. If that's true.
And like Spider-Man theme song, and then you see red and blue flashes of police lights.
Mm,
And who's also red and blue?
yeah,
Spider-Man.
true.
So
I th Foreshadowment.
hopefully,
Yeah.
man, I would love it.
So anyway, back to Daredevil Born Again. I think that this is like an Emmy-worthy show too. And frankly, even the Netflix show, here's a show that has never been nominated for an Emmy. And I don't get it. Charlie Cox, especially in season 3 of Daredevil, Charlie Cox should have got an Emmy nomination. That
That was
one
a season with Elektra, right?
season 3 was with Bullseye.
Okay, yeah, Elektra, yeah.
Yeah. Season 2 was Elektra and Punisher. Um, but yeah, like this is Emmy-worthy writing. This is Emmy-worthy acting, and this show and the Netflix show never got any Emmy attention, especially with these like one take fight scenes. in season 3, they literally had like a 20-minute, 20 to 30-minute, I don't know how long it actually was, one take scene where it's not just a fight scene, there's dialogue in between, and the camera's panning between the dialogue between two characters or something like that. So they keep topping themselves in that way. And like you go back and watch Daredevil Born Again, especially like some of its best moments, it's dialogue. The action scenes are amazing in Daredevil Born Again. Don't get me wrong, but it's the dialogue in the episode where we see the Punisher for the first time, and Punisher is talking to Daredevil and saying like, "You want to get your hands on someone, don't you? You want to kill Bullseye, but you got that voice in your head saying no." And the fact that he's saying stuff like, "Before I kill someone, I hear my little boy say, 'Get him, daddy.'" That writing, man. Like that goes back to season 2 of Daredevil when he has Daredevil chained to like the chimney and they're talking on the rooftop. It just boggles my mind that this show does not get any Emmy attention. This is like if Andor was a Marvel show, it's Daredevil. That's the
Yeah,
equivalent to it. So yeah, I mean, I just think it's not even close when you compare Daredevil Born Again or just Daredevil in general to the rest of the shows that came out this year. Maybe Peacemaker, but like this is by far, in my personal opinion, the best superhero TV show ever made.
not gonna lie, yeah, it's a great show.
Yeah. And I'm kind of talking about Daredevil Born Again as if it is a season 4, which it is. Because I'm kind of
I don't care
talking,
what anybody else says. It's season 4 to me.
yeah, it's season 4 to me. I mean, sure, they made some changes. The cinematography is different. It's a continuation. It is a season 4. Even Vincent D'Onofrio said, I saw him in an interview and he was just like, I see it as a season 4. I don't see this as something new. So, I mean, that's if the Kingpin says it, it must be okay.
You better believe it.
Oh yeah. Um, yeah. And going into season 2, they're bringing Jessica Jones in.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, Kristen Ritter's coming back as Jessica Jones. So I mean, so just overall, I know we're going all over the place here talking about Daredevil. Um,
Sorry, I'm just dying over here with my allergies.
oh yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Overall, this is just an amazing show. Great writing, great fight sequences. I mean, this is exactly what I wanted, and they don't hold back the punches. This is a mature R-rated show, and it's more violent than the Netflix show.
Oh, which I love. It's
Yeah,
always more violence is always good.
yeah. Because like,
Unless it's Evil Dead.
because yeah, for me, it's yeah, Evil Dead. Because for me, I mean, like at one point, because Marvel has been around since 2008 with the first Iron Man movie,
Mm.
and they're releasing so many movies and TV shows. It's like at one point, you guys got to switch it up. Deadpool and Wolverine opened the door for the R rating for Marvel, and this is them saying, yeah, we're going for the mature TV show route, the R-rated TV show. And I'm so happy that they did that because, yeah, as much as I love Marvel, let's be honest, they've done a lot of copy and paste of, okay, let's use this from this movie into there. We're going to use the exact same piece of storytelling and, tone and stuff like that. It's a copy and paste. As much as I love the MCU overall, they have done that. And I just love that
Exactly.
they have switched it up and went street level. So not a universal threat or a global threat. They're making it R rated. They're killing off characters and they're staying dead. Because that's another complaint I have with the MCU. When a character dies, they come back eventually. And it reaches a point where the fake death thing that and it's not just the MCU, a lot of franchises do it. The whole like they die and then they come back like 2 or 3 movies later.
Yeah.
So like I'll even say Secret Invasion sucked. You can agree with me on
Secret
that.
Invasion, we're never gonna talk about that. That TV
But
show
the
never
point
happened.
the point I'm trying to make is Talos is a great character. When he died, I had no emotion because my mindset was, oh, he's gonna come back.
Same thing with Maria Hill.
And yeah, same with Maria Hill. When she died, I just went, she's gonna come back. She'll be fine. Doing the fake death thing not only destroys the stakes of the threat that the characters are facing, but it makes the audience feel nothing for their death. Now, since Secret Invasion has been out for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, now I'm feeling, oh, she actually is dead. Talos is actually dead. Maria Hill is actually dead. that should have clicked with me when the death happened, not years later. So,
Yeah,
and
because it did so much.
yeah, I know it's ridiculous. Hmm.
Just hopefully, what you call it, the next time when I do see those characters is when they do the reboot.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, those were my last thoughts of Daredevil Born Again. What are your final thoughts?
They need to keep it up.
Oh yeah.
They need to keep it up. Whatever they executed on this show
Hmm.
and this season, they need to like, not copy and paste, but they need to literally like use this as an example
Yeah. And
for
you know
future
what?
stuff.
Are confident with this show when season two is not even out yet, and they've already greenlit a third season. You know, Disney Plus and Marvel are very confident in this show. Yeah. So anyway, guys, once again, my rankings. Number 6 was Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Number 5 was Ironheart. Number 4 was Eyes of Wakanda. Number 3 was Marvel Zombies. Number 2 was Peacemaker Season 2. And number 1 was Daredevil Born Again. Brandon, what was yours again?
One are similar to yours yet again. It's Ironheart, Eyes of Wakanda. We go from 6 to 1.
Yeah,
Ironheart, Eyes of Wakanda, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Marvel Zombies, Peacemaker 2, and Daredevil.
there you go. There we had it. So, guys, what are your rankings for the TV shows? What did you think overall of this year with the TV shows? Because obviously, Brandon and I were not too fond of the TV show quality overall, but maybe you guys have a different opinion. We want to know. And so let us know in the comment section below. Follow us on Instagram. Once again, we are the Movie Brothers. This is the Movie Brothers podcast. I'm Parker Quinn.
I'm Brandon Brown.
Good night and good news.
Peace.